Thanks for tuning in. Dividend Dashboard here. I will be going through 6 companies that increased their dividends this year. Dividend increases occur when a company that has good financial stability and generates so much cash flow increases their dividend on a consistent basis, usually yearly. The company generates so much cash that the board of directors decides to pay it back to the shareholders, making the company more attractive to call investors and good standing in terms of fundamentals and stability. The first company in this list will be Automatic Data Processing, ticker ADP. This will be their 50th dividend increase, putting the company in Dividend King status. 50 years of continuously increasing their dividend is something that not all companies can achieve. So respect to the ADP management and excellent job throughout the years in expanding this great company. The CEO stated the following: "Our dividend is a cornerstone of our long-standing commitment to our shareholders, and this 10% increase signifies the board's confidence in the financial strength of ADP. The new quarterly dividend is $1.54, and that increase can be seen in the graph already. It went from $1.40 to $1.54, which is the 10% increase. Also, we can appreciate the constant long path of dividend increases that ADP has accomplished. Now, the dividend payout of ADP is roughly 59%, which is 100% covered by the cash flows of the company. Having a low payout ratio gives the company space to continue increasing the dividend long term. So we will continue to see this company increase their dividend in the future, assuming that fundamentals continue to improve over time. The other company we have is Microsoft, announcing a double-digit increase of 10% to their dividend, making it more than 10 years of dividend increases. This is already reflected in their dividend graph as well, increasing from 75 cents to 83 cents. Now, Microsoft is extremely early in their dividend increase journey, with only 18% payout ratio and generating massive free cash flow of $63 billion, while cash flow continues to increase in double digits. It positions the company's dividend in an obvious position of future dividend increase. The amount of cash flow is so astronomical that they can do dividend increases, share buybacks, increase their cash flow in double digit, and continue expanding the company. So good job to Microsoft management in scaling this company to these fundamentals. The next company we have is Honeywell, increasing their dividend to $1.13 per share. This is a 4.63% increase and marks their 15th year increasing their dividend. The dividend increased from $1.08 to $1.13. The percentage increase goes in line with what the company has been increasing their dividend. 4.63% increase is somewhat small for a company who has been increasing their dividend for 15 years straight. Now, the company doesn't have the best track record. In 1994, Honeywell decreased their dividend. In early 2000, they stopped increasing it until 2005. Then they stopped increasing it again in 2009. And finally, from 2010 to today, is when they started continuously increasing their dividend. Personally, I do not own it in my portfolio, so I cannot pinpoint what happened to Honeywell during those dates. The dividend payout is 50%, which gives room for the company to continue increasing their dividend. However, the free cash flow has been reducing for the past year, putting Honeywell in a position where if the dividend increases continue, they are going to be small ones. Another company that increased their dividend by 5% is Texas Instruments. The increase is from $1.30 to $1.36. The following comment was added on the matter: "The increase is consistent with TI's long-term objective for dividends by providing a sustainable and growing dividend and reflects the company's continued commitment to return all free cash flow to its owners over time." Today's announcement marks 21 consecutive years of dividend increases. The 21 years of dividend increases can be observed in this chart. Over the recent years, the increase has slowed down by a huge margin. I believe this is due to a combination of factors: intense competition and reduction of margins. The 5% increase is a small amount for a tech company. When we take a look at their adjusted free cash flow, we can see that from one year to the other, it dropped from $5 billion to less than $1 billion. Why did it drop? Because TI is building a mega factory to continue expanding and creating new and better products. This type of investments are capital intensive, so it makes sense that TI made a minimal dividend increase while focusing most of the cash into expanding the business. Altria is a famous dividend payer within the community that increased their dividend. It went from 98 cents to $1.02, which translates to a 4.1% increase. The following statement was mentioned by the Altria's management: "Today's dividend increase is consistent with our progressive dividend goal that targets mid-single-digit dividend per share growth annually throughout 2028. This increase marks 59th dividend increases in the past 55 years. When we look at the chart showing the history of this company, it doesn't look like 55 years of dividend increases. This is because the company spun off from Philip Morris in 2008. The dividend got reduced due to the cash flow separation, and they don't consider this as a dividend cut, hence remaining with the years of dividend increases. The adjusted free cash flow of this company has been up and down throughout the years. Lawsuits, acquiring new companies, and losing customers are part of the roller coaster that this company has gone through, making the dividend to remain at a small percentage increase year over year. Visa is another company that increased their dividend this year. The board of directors declared a 59-cent per share dividend. When we look at the dividend chart, we can observe that it went from 52 cents to 59 cents, making it a 13.46% increase, a double-digit increase by this amazing company. When we look at the adjusted free cash flow of Visa, we see a company that brings billions of dollars yearly, an amount so sustainable that allows Visa to continue paying a fast-growing dividend. For me, a fast-growing dividend is one that grows double-digit consistently and yearly. Visa has managed to accomplish that, and by looking at the cash flow, it looks like they will be able to continue that trend. There you have some of the several companies that increased their dividend this year. Remember that for a company to pay a healthy dividend, they need to have good balance sheet with growing cash flows. If not, the company could be paying the dividend with debt, which in the long term puts that dividend at risk for a cut or a suspension. Never invest in a company for the sole purpose that it pays a dividend. Make sure to analyze them from top to bottom and see if it fits with your investment criteria or goals. And that will be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.